everyone. This is A Bit of Business. My name is John FitzGerald. And on behalf of LearMedia.tv and the British and Irish Trading Alliance, welcome to this special edition of the show. Today, I'm joined by BITA London board member and BITA sponsor, Seamus Keenan, the founder and managing director of Keenwood Joinery. Keenwood Joinery work with architects, interior designers, engineers, developers, and contractors to produce stunning projects, including for the Royal College of Pathologists in London and the Shangri-La Hotel at the Shard. This is a team of skilled craftsmen and women who create bespoke joinery solutions that deliver quality and visual impact. Seamus, welcome to the show. And we're here to talk about a special cause that you and your team are rallying around, namely the Climb with Charlie event that is happening on April 2nd. So in case you're unaware, folks, Climb with Charlie is the brainchild of highly respected and former RTE chief news reporter, Charlie Bird, who spent 38 years on television in Ireland, retiring back in 2012. Over his long career, he covered stories in Ireland and throughout the world, and he was diagnosed with motor neuron disease in October last year and has been given 1 to 3 years to live. This is a rare condition, ladies and gentlemen, affecting the brain and nerves that eventually does lead to death. However, some people do manage to live with it for quite some time. The Climb with Charlie campaign is raising much needed money for the Irish Motor Neuron Disease Association and Pieta, Ireland's national suicide prevention charity. So Seamus, this event seems to have captured the hearts and minds of many, many people, especially in Ireland, perhaps because people feel they know Charlie in some distant way because of his presence on television for so long. So clearly you're very much behind the initiative too. So tell us exactly what is involved and why you are participating.
Okay, John. Well, thanks very much for giving us the platform here to promote this event. Charlie Bird is a well-recognized personality here on television in Ireland. And he's got this motor neuron, which is a terrible, terrible disease, just robs you of all your dignity and slowly drains away your life. And Charlie is going to do a climb in Croagh, which is a famous mountain hike in Ireland and Mayo, a pilgrimage coming back from the 5th century, where people would climb up there and say prayers or give thanks or try and help somebody along the way with their own penance or whatever they're doing at the top of the mountain. So Charlie has decided to do this on the 2nd of April, and him and a group of friends will hike the mountain to raise funds and awareness for the motor neuron disease and for suicide awareness. Two very worthy causes. And he's invited people all over Ireland, across the UK, across the world, to do their own hike on the same day to raise funds and raise awareness. So myself and a group of people here in County Derry, the Slieve Gallen Drama Walkers, that's our group, that's what we're called. So we've been hiking now for a few years in the Sperrin Mountains here in Derry. And on this day, we're going to hike Slieve Gallen, made famous in the song by, I think it was Dolores Keane had the best version of it, but there's many versions of it, Slieve Gallen Bray. So this is the climb we're going to have from, we're starting on the Tyrone side over at Loch Fay, and we're going to climb up Slieve Gallen Bray up to the summit and dedicate this event to Charlie and the Climb with Charlie Day. So it should be pretty, it should be a fun day, and it's a great chance for us to get involved, and for myself personally, in memory of a good friend of mine, Tony Kelly, who passed away a few years ago from motor neuron disease.
That's a very strong personal link for you, Seamus. And as I said, this seems to have captured the imagination of people across Ireland and further afield. And so far, it looks like about 900 people have signed up to do the charity walk. Over €500,000 has been raised so far. And apparently there's 133 climb locations, including yours in the Sperrin Mountains. So some wonderful hiking going to be done on the 2nd of April for a wonderful cause. So what's the plan for the day, Seamus? How are you going to tackle this? How long will it take? How many people are you expecting to turn out for it?
Well, the plan for the day is for us to meet on that morning of the 2nd of April, same day as Charlie's doing his in Croagh Patrick, at Lough Fay. There's going to be a dozen of us, a dozen of guys that we climb with regularly twice a week, Wednesday nights in the dark, and then on Saturday mornings usually. So a dozen of us, and maybe a few other people may come and join us at the early stages of the walk. So we're going to do a lap of Lough Fay, which is a local walking track. So it's about a mile. We walk around that and then we head up into the mountains. So it's a 16-kilometer hike through the mountains, up over Slave Gallen, up to the summit, and there's a cross at the top. So we'll stop there. We'll light a candle. Hopefully we'll have a flag available with Charlie's logo on it, and our 2 charities as well. And we'll say a few words in remembrance of Tony, my friend, and also in support of the charity. We'll stop. Before that, there's a small container on the top of the mountain. Some hikers have put it up there many moons ago. So we're going to stop at that and have a little lunch break on the way up. A bit of fun. And I mean, there is plenty of fun when we're out walking with these guys. It's called the drama group, the Slave Gallen drama group, for a reason. There is a lot of drama with the walkers. But and this is going to be a fun event, but with a very serious charity fundraiser as well in the background. So we'll stop there, have our break, go on, go up to the top, say a few prayers, and on flag or logos and stuff, and then we'll climb down to the bottom of Inishcarn Forest, which is on the other side of the mountain. So in total, it's a 16-kilometer hike. Take about 3.5 hours, John. We'll get to the bottom, hopefully have a wee reception there with some of our local supporters, and we get a bite to eat, get a few photos. And if people could support us, I mean, we're trying to push it out here on different platforms, and there are links to support the charity and raise funds. So behind it all, there is a serious aspect where we're trying to raise awareness of these 2 charities and raise some badly needed funds.
It sounds like a wonderful day. I hope that the sun shines, Seamus, and that you do have not too much drama, but a little bit to keep everybody's spirits up. So the easiest way for people to get involved, Seamus, what's that?
The easiest way for people to get involved is to make a donation, and they can make a comment on the donation through the donate.ie link, and give us some support that way. On the day, we have our group that's going to be doing the walking, so it's not like an open public event, John, where we're going to have 100 walkers going up through the mountain. It's a vigorous enough walk, so the group of walkers that we have are the guys that'll be doing the walk. But if people can connect online and make a donation and put in their comments in support of the charity and for in memory of Tony Kelly.
Wonderful. Okay, well, fair enough. Let's leave it there, Seamus, because I think we have sufficient information for people who want to get involved. And please do visit the climbwithcharlie.ie website to find out all you need to know about this very worthwhile event that'll support these 2 wonderful charities, the Irish Motor Neuron Disease Association and Pieta, the National Suicide Prevention Charity in Ireland. So Seamus, thank you so much for joining us today, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a special edition of A Bit of Business. My name is John FitzGerald. Thanks for watching.